Hi friends, welcome back. We're so happy you're here today. Have you ever heard the story of the Good Samaritan? Let's dive right in. Once upon a time, Jesus was hanging out with a group of religious leaders and some scholars of the law. They were the kind of people who knew a lot about rules and regulations, and they often thought they were better than everyone else. Now, Jesus really loved teaching these people, but sometimes he had to shake their heads because they couldn't understand why he didn't follow the rules more often. Like one time, Jesus said, "Hey, you guys, go over there and wash yourselves. You are all dirty." And they were like, "No way, there's no rule saying we have to do that." So Jesus said, "Okay, then read this part of the law that says, 'Love your neighbor as yourself.' Can you do that?" And they were stumped because they couldn't think of any rules that told them who their neighbor was. But Jesus wanted them to understand, so he told them a story. He said, "Imagine a man who was all alone on a road when suddenly some robbers jump out and rob him, beat him up and leave him there thinking he was gonna die. Yuck! Can you believe that?" The religious leaders were like, probably not. That sounds terrible." So Jesus continued. Well, just then a priest came by, but instead of helping the man, he crossed to the other side of the road to avoid him. Then a Levite came by, which is like a helper for the priest. But when he saw the injured man, he also walked away. But finally, a Samaritan came along, and even though Samaritans and Jews didn't usually get along, this man stopped to help. He cleaned the man's wounds, put him on his donkey, and took him to a safe place where he could rest and get better. Then Jesus said, "Which of these three do you think was a good neighbor?" Now, they were stumped again, because helping your neighbor meant helping anyone who needed it, whether they were a friend or an enemy. So they finally said, "The one who showed him kindness, of course." So Jesus said, "Go and do the same thing, because being a good neighbor means showing kindness and love to everyone, no matter who they are." So friends, let's remember, whenever we see someone in need, we can choose to be like the Good Samaritan. Oh, hey, before you go, we want to say thank you for being here with us today. If you enjoyed our time together, drop a comment telling us one way you can show kindness this week. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more Bible stories. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok for daily faith-filled videos. See you next time.